The president has referred to fallen service members as suckers and losers. In a social media post, retired Major General Paul Eaton makes a passionate statement to the president.
I'm pretty unhappy with you, Mr. Trump. So I'm going to keep this short for your famous short attention span. You have shown disrespect to the military on countless occasions. I'm stunned that anybody in the United States military would consider you anything but a loser or a sucker. You're no patriot.
Last night, our sister station in Pittsburgh, WPXI, asked President Trump about the article in The Atlantic.
Well, I don't know much about The Atlantic. I don't read The Atlantic as a magazine. But I can tell you there's nobody that respects soldiers more than I do. I respect them with my life. I've taken care of them like nobody's taken care of them. We've had 3 pay increases. We've rebuilt our entire military.
Today, President Trump once again denied the allegations in the article, calling it a, quote, fake story. Still ahead, after months of protesting police brutality, Portland, Oregon has been left with vandalism and destruction. How the city's mayor steps in to help with the September Suicide Awareness Month, and after the break, we have some advice for parents on what to look out for with your child, just to see if they may be struggling with their mental health.
I'm Corey B. Trump, and Nahon Securities and Trust, we work to get you right. Partner car wreck, call NST at 683-7000, and we lawyer up.
So, things are a little different. Maybe normal isn't. But at Denny's, we're still here. Day and night creating new ways to savor you the food you love. Because we love to feed people. And that will always be normal to us. The weekend starts now. The redesigned 3-row GMC Acadia. Now everyone can get GM employee pricing on most 2020 GMC SUV models. Use it to get nearly $7,300 total value on this Acadia Denali. We are professional grade GMC.
Bankruptcy. It can be a scary word, but it doesn't have to be. Instead, you should look at bankruptcy as a way to get a fresh start. Bankruptcy can protect you from your creditors and stop foreclosure. You can stop foreclosure, repossession, funds, and consolidate the bill. If you're thinking about bankruptcy, call us first to offer first. Consultation is free. The number is 725-1000.
Hello, I would understand that. You may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And, like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily taking? That's why I use So Clean 2. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine and is hassle-free. So Clean 2 is fast and easy. It keeps my sleep equipment fresh every day without the need for disassembly. To keep the immune system strong, we should do everything we can to ensure a good night's sleep, including using the So Clean 2 daily to keep sleep equipment fresh. Try So Clean 2 risk-free for 30 days. Order now and get $70 off. So Clean 2 is so fast, it gives you peace of mind. Your sleep equipment is fresh each time you use it. Call the number on the screen or go to SoClean2.com to take advantage of this risk-free trial and get $70 off. Call now. This segment of today's broadcast is brought to you by Dawn, the Scrub Last with Dawn. This is Fox 13 News.
Tonight, a warning for parents. A local youth support organization is seeing an increase in calls when it comes to children and their mental health. We are told the start of the school year in the middle of a pandemic is a major reason for that. Fox 13's Jonathan Marshall joins us now live with the story and the resources now in place for parents. Jonathan.
Merle, September is actually Suicide Awareness Month, and so Youth Villages wants to spread this message of mental health when it comes to children.
So for the month of August, we definitely saw an increase of calls coming in We are really aware that virtual learning can definitely put a lot of strain on the kids.
Natasha Bonner says the beginning of the school year is typically a stressful time for kids. But this year, in a COVID-19 pandemic, she's seeing a rise in mental health concerns. Bonner, who works for Youth Villages, says this is a continuation of the number of calls they've received from parents and guardians at the start of the pandemic. According to Bonner, there were 200 calls in March, and the average from April to July was 170. In August, that number jumped back over 200.
When the kids are upset about something that happened in home and they'll say, oh, I don't want to be here anymore, or I just want to die. You know, we kind of understand that kids don't know how to express themselves or communicate what's triggering them.
Bonner is a regional supervisor for a crisis team that works with kids who have had suicidal thoughts or attempts. She says some warning signs parents should look out for include isolation, aggression, and loss of interest.
If we know a kid has been interested in playing video games, and all of a sudden those type of interests have gone away, we want to start asking about what's going on when we start seeing those distant changes.
Bonner's team is paying close attention to the beginning weeks of the school year to see how much of an impact it's having.
We are looking to research how, just with the virtual learning, how that will kind of sway, decrease or increase our calls, because with kids being in school last year, we had those eyes on the kids from the teachers and administrators.
Bonner says the crisis team at Youth Villages is available 24/7 every day. Live in East Memphis, Jonathan Marshall, Fox 13 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. And so if you know anyone who needs help, there are a number of hotlines that anyone can call, including the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. All those numbers that we've gathered for you are right there on the screen. So if you have been having trouble handling the stress of the pandemic, you are not alone. A new CDC study shows 40% of adults in the United States are struggling. They're struggling with mental health issues because of the pandemic. Experts say the worst mistake you can make is bottling everything up inside and not talking to anyone about your emotions.
One of the main things we have to be aware of is managing our own emotions as adults is so important. And that doesn't mean hiding emotions. I think sometimes in the Black community, we are sending a message out, we gotta be strong. The reality is that can work against us.
Psychologists say if you or your children become angry or irritable or you experience a lack of sleep, those are signs that you need to seek help. New details, former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg is giving about $100 million to 4 historically Black medical schools over the next 4 years. And one of those schools is right here in Tennessee. Students will get up to $100,000 apiece to reduce their debt burden. Bloomberg says he wants to increase the number of African American doctors in this nation.